Hello, students of 523. My name is Ramsey Musalam, and I am super honored to serve as your instructor for this course. This will be my first course at Concordia University, so I'm motivated and also excited to get your feedback and learn more about what works for you. So, a little bit about myself. I have been a high school science teacher for the last 17 years. 15 of those I served as a chemistry and biology teacher at Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory in San Francisco. Now I'm at an independent private school in Sonoma County called Sonoma Academy, where I teach biology, chemistry, robotics, and do a myriad of different things with the teachers there with respect to professional development. I also do a significant amount of online teaching as well as teacher professional development. And I have a link to this in the announcement email, but I also wanted to let you guys know that you're more than free to peruse my blog so you can learn more about me as a teacher. The website is cyclesoflearning.com, and you could go here. I gave a TED Talk in 2012, which talks a lot about my philosophy as an educator. I wrote a few books. Specifically, this one, Spark Learning, which talks about curiosity in the classroom and leveraging that. Different projects that I'm working on are my classes, camps I'm running. If you wanted to see a little bit about the way I set up my online learning environments for my students, you could go here, and I'm using Google Classroom and Google Sites to do that. Something we're going to look at in week 4, actually week 8, I think. And other initiatives. You can see some talks that I've given. So that's for you. More importantly, I'm the proud father of 4 children. There's my wife, Jessica, and on the left you see my oldest daughter, Riley, who's now a 3rd grader. And on the far right, you have my middle daughter, that's Emma Lou, she's in kindergarten. And I have 2 twin boys, Jasper there on the left and Samuel. And that is Amira, our nanny from Colombia, who lives with us to help us manage this crazy life. And you might notice I'm in this kind of random room. This is the walk-in closet of my house that I've turned into an office as a way of just getting away from all these lovelies down there and getting my work done. So this is the somewhat banal environment that you are going to see our welcome videos and weekly videos recorded in. So that's a little bit about myself. Some things about the class. If you go to the Meet Your Instructor page, and this video that I'm recording right now will be embedded up here in about 20 minutes. But you'll notice some things. You have my phone number. Feel free to text me anytime you have a question, my email, and I use Twitter a lot. So if you want to get on Twitter and follow me and send me a message there, if that's easier for you, absolutely not a requirement, but you can go ahead and do that. In terms of contact times, you can reach out to me with questions anytime between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. And expect an hour, at least a response within that hour. Feel free to email me or text me at other times, but if you do it within that window, I'm guaranteed to get back to you within an hour. I also want to offer up an office hours. I really believe in face-to-face contact, and because this class is completely asynchronous, meaning we'll be working on the materials at different times and not having a live lecture, I wanted to offer up an office hour time. Every Tuesday between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m., you can just have your computer onto this website here below, which is linked in our syllabus as well. If you click on it, click that again, it'll take you to a Blackboard Collaborate page where I will be. Notice the session does not start till this Friday, actually. I'll be there just to answer any questions. In this course, you're going to be learning about 4 different learning management systems, and you're going to be asked to do some fairly complex tasks around setting up these courses. So I'll be there to troubleshoot, and we can share our screens and troubleshoot any technology issues you might have there. So let's go back to our syllabus, actually. And you all know where you can get your syllabus. And a couple things I really want to focus in here is section 3 of the syllabus, which walks through this course. So this course has a really nice, consistent flow to it. We're going to be looking at 4 different learning management systems. We're going to be starting off the first week looking at Canvas. Okay. And the way the flow of the course is going to go, in the first week, you're going to respond to a discussion board where you're going to post, you know the drill, by Thursday evenings at 11:59 p.m. and reply to at least 2 students by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And then you'll notice in the odd weeks of class, we'll have these checkpoints. Okay? Because your assignment for Canvas, as you experiment and you exercise with it, will last you 2 weeks. So that middle week will have a checkpoint. The second week, of course, we will then get into some pedagogical things around online learning. So you see here, we're going to be talking about understanding by design, and we'll get into that. We'll have another discussion board, and then your assignment for Canvas will be due. Okay. So there's the initial introduction to the learning management system. You'll have some exercises, discussion board, checkpoint, week 1. Next week, pedagogical application, in this case, understanding by design, discussion board, assignment due. Let's look at this for week 3. You see here in week 3, we're now introducing Edmodo, a new learning management system. And there's a discussion board and a checkpoint. And now in week 4, we're getting into some pedagogical things around personalized learning. Discussion board, it's due. We have an Easter break, April 2nd through the 8th. That's been fairly widely advertised to you. And then we begin our new learning management system here, Haiku. Discussion board, checkpoint. How are you doing with Haiku? And now we get into the pedagogical applications about competencies and online learning. And then we have discussion board and assignment for Haiku is due. We're now going to introduce a new learning management system in week 7. This is Google Classroom, which I showed you I was using. So I have a lot of experience here with Google Classroom. Then we have a discussion board and a checkpoint. Pedagogical application of Google Classroom here. And then the assignment is due. So hopefully that gives you some feedback. Online learning is something that is really, really dear to my heart. I have a really busy life and I love creating online courses for people to interact with. And I'm a firm believer that if we do this right, we can really get to know each other well.